What we have here is wheat that was sown into the residue of field corn in 2007. It's now April of 2008, and we have just applied nitrogen to this wheat and to bring it out of its near boot stage and give it a boost of growth. While we was doing this, we had noticed that the prints we had made from a year ago were actually still present and actually very visible. And we also noticed that the wheat, even though it had not had nitrogen on it, was actually fairly aggressive in growth, which is unusual on wheat to not be aggressive in growth for this time of year without nitrogen. So this wasn't really a test. This was a large-scale application of the technology that we were using, and I'm just going to stoop down here and show you what we were discovering. If you will look right here, this is a print, and we've just applied nitrogen in the area, but most important is look at our moisture and our wormholes. You can see there's, in that print alone, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 wormholes. And that's rather remarkable. What has happened here, the prills of nitrogen that we have applied, and right underneath this is a print. Now what will happen is this nitrogen will become damp, begin to break down in the morning dew, and what it's going to do, it's going to go right down into that print, and that's going to feed these wheat roots that you see here. They're very aggressive, very I've just cut out the plug, and this is the old corn root. This is the wheat root. You can see it's damp here. I mentioned in the video. Here's worms present. But what we have is wheat that has put out a number of tillers. And the development of wheat in nutrition, the number of tillers it puts out is extremely critical to the health of the plant. And so while I clean this soil off here, I count, there's 1 tiller, 2, 3, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and there is the carcass of the seed from when we planted. That is the seed carcass that you're actually seeing right there, that of the seed wheat. Now this is a very healthy plant. You have a little yellowing, that's due to all of the moisture that we have received here in March, but just look at the health of this plant right here. Look at the health. This is just, again, very, very impressive of what we see from these tillers that gives the plant nutrition. This wheat, unless something happens to it, will yield very well. The only thing that's going to keep it from yielding extremely well now is weather. In the event that we would have a tremendous amount of rainfall during the month of May, upcoming here. But this right here, print, see the fertilizer prills, it's fallen into the prints. Here, here, here. It'll really limit the loss of nitrogen.